nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a...
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Denver Broncos. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning away. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
They're hoping to do it consistently here. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Denver! Andy Janovich, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with the fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
All right, here we go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The give is to Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Find out.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's complete to Golden Tate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Bridgewater. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Bridgewater. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go!
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hurry up, here we go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack, number 150 in his great career as he continues to climb the all-time leaderboard. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Bridgewater on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Brock keeps your assignments. Let him run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Martin's got it complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on. And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take your knee, get on out for the half.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the 1st half as it's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That was going to let it go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back to throw now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll buy some time right. And his throw here is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Colby Listenby, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they throw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Delta. Delta. Find out.
First down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
White 90. Ohio.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
250.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground. And it brings up third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
250. Find out. Let's go, D. Hurry up.
From the gun, Bridgewater going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Delta. Delta. Set. 50.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. On the crossing route, complete. It's Sutton. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. He's still on his feet. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Lock it down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he's got him in, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Bridgewater. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Bridgewater. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Ball. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Bridgewater. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Over.
They'll set up a throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing, Bridgewater. That's complete, right around the 8.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Danny Trevathan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll look to throw. And pressure gets to him again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Watch it now, Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets it to Brown, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gone. Now let's go. Blue 90.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.